Ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that Zangetsu is a constant release Zanpakuto?
It is? When you say constant release, you mean like Kenpachi's? I always knew this sword was different from the others. It doesn't actually change shape. I mean, not even if I call its name.
Just as I thought. Well then, in that case you probably also weren't aware that Zangetsu had a second release. All Zanpakuto, including Zangetsu, have two different distinct stages of release. The first stage is called Shikai, and the second one is called Bankai. They're mandatory for a captain. That is, they all need to be able to perform both of them.
What? Mandatory?
That means every captain has mastered both Shikai and Bankai. Or at least everyone has aside from one exception.
Exception?
Kenpachi Zaraki. In the long history of the Soul Society, he's the only captain. The only one who's ever achieved that rank without being able to perform Bankai or knowing the name of his Zanpakuto. The 13 court guard squads valued his fighting prowess and dedication so much that they waived the requirement. But then you got to experience that skill firsthand. In terms of the Zanpakuto's combat ability, the difference between Shikai and Bankai depends on the individual's innate talents and training, but generally it's 5 to 10 times greater.
10 times?
Astonishing, isn't it? But because of that, even for someone with talent, it can easily take 10 or more years of training to master Bankai.
Wait a second, I don't have that much time!
No, of course you don't. When I say 10 or 20 years, I'm talking about more traditional, normal training. There are serious risks involved, but I'm taking a completely different approach with you. You're going to learn Bankai in just 3 days.
Hey, what's with that goofy-looking doll?
It's a Tenshin Tai, a vital spiritual tool that's used by the Stealth Force. It will forcibly transfer and externalize the soul of a Zanpakuto.
Hold on, I don't get it. We need that to practice Bankai?
Of course, the central essence of Shikai is to communicate and synchronize with your Zanpakuto. But using Bankai requires externalizing it and forcing it into submission. And that means instead of you entering the world of the Zanpakuto to communicate with it, what you do instead is summon the Zanpakuto into our world. It usually takes more than 10 years of training to learn how to perform the move. But there's something I'm counting on. You were able to fight Kenpachi Zaraki to a draw. It's my belief that despite your lack of long-term training, you're ready to externalize Zangetsu.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about. Piercing this with Zangetsu will force it to happen. I'll use my power. But the thing is, this can only be done once, and it lasts for just 3 days. I know it's quick, but somehow you must force Zangetsu to...
I won't ask what happens if I fail. I mean, if it's really the only way, then I'll just have to do it.
Well now, it appears that you made a full recovery, Ichigo.
Zangetsu. What the heck?
Only one of them is real. I mean, that's actually the real me. There's just one available solution. I can only be defeated by that sword. In other words, if you want me to submit, you have one option. You're going to have to find it before I kill you. And then, you're going to have to cut me down. Never take your eyes.
Damn! Oh man, I almost had him!
Impressive. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. Before, he was relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now, he's learning at a frightening pace, and reaching a rather frightening level. Kisuke, it seems that it's just as you said. He is truly... Looks like we're just about out of time.
Not beat yet! Huh?
Drop the sword, Ichigo. Day 1 is over.
A hot spring. What the heck's going on? What kind of hot spring is this?
So, how's the water?
Oh, Ms. Yoruichi. Hey, you know, I've been thinking this reminds me of that one place. The one under Urahara's shop. The training ground?
Yes, I imagine it would. You see, that study room was modeled on this place.
It was?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot of personal history here for me. This was originally created as Kisuke's and my secret playground. We built it deep under the Sokyoku.
Secret? Come on. How do you secretly build a place like this?
Kisuke had a reputation as a bit of a rogue. He always had a talent for getting himself into mischief. But that was long ago. When we were children, we played here practically every day. After he joined the 13 Court Guards, and I joined the Stealth Force, we would come here together to train. And...
Wait, just hold on a minute. The 13 Court Guards? Then he was a Soul Reaper?
Huh? Kisuke?
Yeah, oh man, I knew it! He knew way too much about the Soul Society. And he's got a Zanpakuto. And some of the guys here gave me funny looks when I mentioned his name. Ms. Yoruichi, listen. This guy, what exactly is he?
That fool. He kept it to himself. He didn't tell you everything, did he? All right. There's no reason to keep it from you now that we've come this far. You see, Kisuke is actually the previous captain of Squad 12, and he's also the founder and first chief of the Department of Research and Development.
Come on, Sabimaru.
Captain Eisen.
Oh no. I actually drew my sword against Momo. I'm terrible. How could I? I'm just the... Who is it?
Whoa. Oh boy, this is ugly.
Captain Ichimaru.
You look tired, you poor thing. Come with me.
Oh ho no. Oh yeah, we'll run this. This side.
What about you? Did anyone see those Ryoka?
No, sir.
I see. Hold on. I don't...
Yes, sir. I'm Inoue. This is my first term of service.
I'm Ishida.
Really? Man, it must be tough.
Yes, sir.
This is all in a day's work for a soldier.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't expecting a plan as dangerous as disguising
I know it was mine.
Yes.
Okay. We found out what the location of the Senzaikyu is from those people that I'd imagine.
All right. We better hurry then.
Right! Which squad should we say we belong to? We have...
Yeah. I see. So then, Tsubaki hasn't fully...
No. Last night, I didn't realize this before, but I guess they have a harder time healing each other.
Are you kidding? You're able to protect us. I'm convinced that this is for the best. This way, Orihime can bring up the rear and remain... And besides, having spent the last few days... To me, it's clear-cut. She can't stand seeing someone get her.
Hey, you two! What squad?
We're with Squad 11.
Really? Well, that's funny. I'm with Squad 11 too.
I blew it. I didn't realize that.
This is Squad 12's insignia, but then you wouldn't know.
Oh well, so much for that.
Huh?
Whew, wow. The nerve accusing fellow Soul Reapers. What an oaf.
Oh, it's the least we...
These Squad 11 guys are always trying to start trouble.
Oh, come on now.
Wait, hold on a second. That Soul Reaper actually had a good point. We said we belonged to Squad 11, so if that's the case... Orihime!
Captain! Captain Kurotsuchi! This isn't what you said we'd do! Captain!
It can't be helped. Once a grenade is thrown, it really shouldn't come flying back at you.
I'm just glad the reason for that's straightforward. It's because you practice so much without using your Kododa.
What about the other?
I don't know, but the only person you should worry about is...
Oh, what a fascinating...
I'm not in the mood to talk.
How marvelous. I've never seen such a thing before. You, girl, let me ask you something. Oh, I know. I'll offer you the best possible terms that I can. I'll restrict the daily drug regimen to 8 doses and only 5 hours for biomechanical experience. You'll be fed orally, and you'll even be given clothing when you sleep. And I'll try not to... He's fast. So he's a Quincy. A rare species. But even so, I'm sorry, I've already completed all my research on your kind. I'm not interested in Quincy's anymore.
Completed your research?
Interesting. Do Ryoka normally charge into the enemy? My, how foolish. I would like to think that you'd at least be aware. I am Captain of Squad 12, and in addition to that, Chief of Research and Development, Mayuri Kuretsuchi. But you can forget that, because in a moment, you won't know anything.
Orihime,
But...
leave this to me.
Oh...
Did I say you could go?
Did I say you could stop them?
Oh dear, it seems the girl got away. Oh, and when I do, I want to study her until there's only mincemeat left, every minute.
That monster. His spiritual pressure is strong, but it's also unstable, which means who's she? Is that all right then?
All right. Go, we fight first.
Not bad. You actually moved rather well. What you did earlier and now this. Hiryenkaku, the flying bamboo blindside, right? Moving at high speed by creating a current of reishi beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move, isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented, huh?
I'm unimpressed.
Please, struggling. Here's a taste.
I'm unimpressed.
Strike back. Besides, at this point, just as easy as strangling a baby. Shall we? Strike back. Can you follow me?
Strikes this! This is the end! Incredible! Well done, and goodbye. Here I come.
But all the same, I'm afraid I can't let you keep going on like that. You see, we too have a ho-ho, one that's called Flash Step. Although I confess that it's quite tiring to do. I suppose that I'm just going to have to settle for studying the girl at a later date. Because, you see, I'm a very busy man, unlike you. I've reached a decision. I've determined that what I'm going to do is kill by using the least amount of effort that I can. Tear him up. Ashisogi Chizo.
Okay.
I can't figure out what it does from the shape. What is it? What does it do? Well, If it's the kind that's able to absorb my attack, I'll have to strike carefully. Darn. There isn't time to think. What? Oh no. I forgot about her. Let go! Let... Wait a second. He's not... I don't believe it. He hacked right through her. But she... Isn't she on his side? Why...
Fool! I taught you never to let go, even if your arms were torn off.
I'm sorry, sir.
Forget it. I wasn't expecting much from you anyway. Besides, honestly, at this point, defeating you will be as easy as strangling a baby.
I don't believe it.
Oh my! Just look at you sweat. It must hurt quite a bit. But despite that...
It's my second.
Well, now you have a...
Sorry, Captain Kuratsuchi. Please give me some Hojikuzai.
What's that? Why, you... So then, tell me. Do you think your body would... Stop! Are you mocking me right now, too? You think that these trivial little wounds could kill her?
Hold on. You created her?
That's right. It's Nemu Kuritsuchi. She's the result of the many experiments that I conducted with Gigai and Gikong in the past. She is my daughter. Please stop!
I can't...
Oh, did you just realize that? You sure took your sweet time in coming to understand. Immobilizing the...
A paralyzing poison.
Please! It's nothing as vulgar as that. You see, it selectively blocks only the neural impulses that are involved in movement. It synthesizes an extremely complex drug. It's not normal. You'll still be able to feel here, and here, and here! Ah, well, compared to the screams that a woman is able to produce, a man's... Nemo, get up! Oh, that's right. I almost forgot that I cut...
Stop it.
What?
I told...
Haven't you had enough? Really? You feel...
What?
It's interesting. It must really mean... I told you. I studied your kind thoroughly. I applied all manner of stimuli to their minds and bodies and observed their responses. I studied them until they were nothing but pulp. And every single one of them said something along the lines of how on their honor as Quincy's they could never bring themselves to do such and such a thing. Frankly, all of you are just so incredibly annoying.
You dirt.
Now, just calm down. I confess, it really was very difficult work. When I first took on the role of Chief of Research and Development, Quincy's were all red, so I had to persuade the Soul Reapers assigned to them to delay their rescue. Then I turned the Quincy souls that they brought back into research subjects. I remember the last one. He was a particularly nasty old man. Would you like to see a picture of him? This now, what was that?
So Tengai! I'll tell you. It was Uryu. Uryu Ishida. The man's name was Soken Ishida.
Oh?
I'm glad about one thing at least. That Orihime on my honor as a queen.
Yay! Oh yeah. I think this is his upgrade. So we get a upgraded Ryu. Level 11.
His arms and legs have been slashed. Oh, of course. Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of... Out of the 2,661 Quincy's that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part of the Ranso Tingai. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I'm not going to kill. Then you and the girl...
When I was a child, my father would sometimes reprimand me for spending so much time with my master in my attempt to become a Quincy. There's no sense in saving the dead. That's the Soul Reaper's job, he'd say. He completely hated Quincy's, despite having Quincy blood flowing in his veins. I couldn't understand his reasoning. The thing is, I could see the hollows, and I was also able to see the people that they attacked. He must have been able to see those things too. So how could he ignore them? I simply wanted a way to become strong. I wanted to be a powerful Quincy. That way, I could protect everyone from attacks by the hollows. Maybe then, my father would think that Quincy's were worth something. My master, who was also my grandfather, insisted that my father had a point. I remember he told me, what you think is the right thing to do depends on what you want to protect. I didn't understand what my father thought was right, what he wanted to protect. But my master told me that I would find out in due time. And he explained to me that when I did understand, I would know what I wanted to protect too. Then, the day came when my master entrusted me with something. It was the reishi glove. It is said that if one puts it on and trains for 7 days and 7 nights, they will reach the peak of their Quincy powers. However, as I came to learn, it is a mysterious artifact that, once worn, can never be removed. Because if it is, there is a terrible price that must be paid. Your powers as a Quincy will all be lost. I'm sorry, Master. Even now, I still don't understand my father. I'm not even sure what exactly it is that I want to protect. But I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen. I'm sorry, Master, but it seems one last time I'm disobeying you.
Here we go. Oh.
What? What is going on? What is that? Oh my! Such spiritual pressure! I've never seen anything like it! Never before!
So after you do Mayori's reishi to 0. It's not bad actually.
Are you ready to accept defeat?
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy.
I'll go all out on my next attack. I can't let this draw out any longer. This will finish you. Too strong. I'll end it here. Now, let's begin. Too slow. shot is enough. I won't show mercy. One shot is enough. I'm too strong.
Besides, at this point, just as easy as strangling a baby.
One shot is enough.
Oh, okay, no, we gotta do it. We gotta redo it. To have known.
I'll give it all I have.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy.
Watch this. Let's go.
Do it. We're redoing it. Yeah, so that's hurting me a lot. I just noticed that.
I couldn't afford to lose this battle.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy. You're not escaping. It's fast, but even so, I can still dodge it.
Beg for mercy, and never appear before me again. Do that, and I'll let you live.
Okay. Dang. I really want to try and get the real one.
I couldn't afford to lose this battle.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy.
Get you. Dodge this. Get you.
It's fast, but even so, I can still
that's
dodge it.
beautiful.
Beg for mercy, and never appear before me again.
Got the secret mission too.
Do that,
That's sick.
and I'll let you live. Refuse, and I'll send a bolt that's 3 times stronger.
Don't push your luck, boy! You stupid Quincy! Very well then, have it your way. If that's the way that you want to play it, then I'll gladly return the favor. just as easy as strangling a baby. You're still holding your Ponkai.
Oh, he's Ponkai.
Now your doom is sealed. Konjiki Ashisogi Jizo. It sprays a gigantic burst of lethal poison made from my own blood over a 100-mile radius. But of course, it won't hurt me at all. But in the end, you'll die, of course. I'm so sorry about that. But the fact is, you would never make a fit research subject.
I won't be the one to die. I'll shoot you before you can spray the fatal dose.
Oh, please, go ahead. Be my guest.
And him.
I'll go all out on my next attack. I can't let this draw out any longer. This will finish you.
This will finish him. Oh. Really? That's cute.
I'll go all out on my next attack.
That was petty. So
Can't
I'm not
let this draw out any longer. This will finish you.
Captain?
Damn you! You stupid Quincy!
Does it have the ability to liquefy whatever it cuts? Did you save that move? Hold it so you could use it when you'd want to make your escape?
I'll admit, you were close, Quincy. I can't actually attack at the moment. But then again, I also can't be attacked either. I'll be like this for a few short days at most, and then afterward, I'll simply return to the department in order to fully recover. And now, goodbye, Quincy. You were more trouble than I expected. But in the end, I will live, and you will die. That hasn't changed at all.
The poison in my system. If I don't do something fast.
Mr. Quincy, sir, please, if you look under the badge on my left arm, then you'll find an antidote there.
Would you be more comfortable lying down?
No, I'm...
Here, you...
No, I'm going to be all right. Our blood's the same. He and I share similar biology. So you see, the poison won't harm me. Do you think it's some kind of trick or something? Then please, pour some into my mouth first if you need...
That's okay. Why would you poison me?
Thank you very much. I realized that you could have killed him by aiming for his...
That was a fluke. Actually, I shot him.
Thank you. I'm very grateful. I'm glad you didn't kill...
I don't get it. Why would...
I don't know. But, please, leave after you drink it. I'll be all right. I promise.
Okay.
Ryu is interesting to play as. I am much more used to Ichigo's.
Darn. My legs feel like lead, finally. It seems, but at least Ichigo. Ori. But although I bet Ichigo.
It's nothing personal, but it's essential that cry, Suzumushi. Forgive me, Ryoka. These pointless battles are at an end. Sleep now. Your struggles will be over soon enough.
Hey, we got the real moment and the secret mission. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Does this mean I get to play as the Dragon Man? Would love to, please. I do like it though how it
A
has
convenient time for the alarm to sound, eh?
You never change one whit. Well, I hope you can enjoy the ringing of...
Gin. What exactly? She was gripping her sword so hard that her skin was pierced.
Why, I don't know.
I warned you, Gin, didn't I?
My. Well, if it isn't the captain of squad...
Captain Ichimaru.
Stay back, Izuru.
Don't be stupid. Staying back isn't good enough. Disappear. Go. And when you can't, the thing is, if you're within 3 Ri, I can't guarantee that I won't end up killing you. Reign over the frosted heavens. Hiyori Maru!
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I've been really wanting to play as him too. I've been really wanting to play as him, so this makes me really, really happy.
Come on. Go easy to me. Come. I can't let you have your way. Come on. Come. Look down. I won't miss. So slow. Come on, let's go. Well, I'll crush you with everything I've got. So slow. Pointless. Dodging would be a waste of time. Come at me. Blow you. Come. Come at me. Blow you. Come. Go easy to read. Free. I'm strong. You fight so strange. Still incredible. What a slap. I was this. So slow. Look now. Not yet. Come at me. Blow you. Close one. Close one. Over here. Can't escape the skies.
Oh, we got him with the 2. Let's go.
My sword's drawn.
Oh,
if you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run.
Oh, that's so sick.
This is over now. No
go. I must retreat. It's a dragon of water and ice, created by overflowing spiritual pressure. It can even control the weather. It's the first time I've seen it. So this is Captain Hitsugaya's ultimate water ice Zanpakuto. Hyorimaru. So much water, and so fast!
Pointless. I want this. Come.
Wow, that worked. We got the secret mission because of it. Let's go.
It's over, Keen.
Shoot him dead. Shinzo. You sure? If you dodge it, the girl will die.
Momo! Rangiku!
I'm sorry, sir. I headed back to the squad barracks as you ordered, but I sensed Hyorin Maru's spiritual pressure and had to come back. Please withdraw your sword, Captain Ichimaru. Because if you do not, you'll have to deal with me.
Stop right there, Keen!
Rather than chasing me, you should instead see to your little friend there.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, Momo would be dead. Thank you, Rangiku.
Not at all.
She's hot. Just saying. Rangiku.
That bad habit of yours, which you apparently still can't shake. Disappearing without even letting me know where you're going. Geen, I don't
I wonder about Aizen's letter. How much of it was fabricated? The part about the power of the Sokyoku being released by Rukia Kuchiki's execution, and the plot to take its power and use it. Could it possibly all be true?
A hell butterfly?
The date of Rukia Kuchiki's execution has been rescheduled. The sentence will now be carried out 29 hours from this time. This decision is final. There will be no further changes. That is all.
Captain?
If the execution and the release of the Sokyoku truly are part of Geen's plan, I can't allow him to...
I'm so happy I got to play as him. We got the secret mission. Mwah. Worth it. Yes, we have to go through this whole story thing.
With a little help from allies old and new, Ichigo Kurosaki was able to invade the Seirei at the center of the Soul Society in order to save Rukia Kuchiki. Despite the growth his allies saw in the battle against powerful foes, the road to rescue Rukia was a long one, with Uryu Ishida and Yasutora Sado passing out along the way. A shocking development occurred. An urgent message from Seirei brought news of the unnatural death of Sosuke Aizen, the captain of Squad 5. The Soul Society was drawn into chaos, wrought by our hero's invasion of the Seirei. Some 13 Court Guard Squad captains aimed for our heroes. Others changed their thoughts after encountering Ichigo. Others have doubts about their comrades as the situation unfolds. Captured by Soul Reapers, Ishida, Chad, and Gunju trust in Ichigo and lay low in jail. Meanwhile, Ichigo trained with Yoruichi to achieve the true might of a Soul Reaper, the Bankai.
It's daybreak. Just 2 days are left now. Ichigo has improved rapidly in the short time he's been training. Compared to the average Soul Reaper, his pace has been astonishing. But that improvement only applies to his combat skills. His spirit energy hasn't increased much at all. At this rate, can he truly master Bankai in 2 more days? Should I extend his training further? It might be something to consider. In the time since we got here, we've come to learn that the timing of Rukia's execution was cut by 5 days to 25. So that means that even after 3 days of training, we'll still have another 8 days to spare. Since that's the case, extending his training is more than possible. But should I? That's the real question. It took Kisuke 3 days for him to be able to achieve Bankai, and he was of the mind that spending any longer on it would actually prove to be dangerous. I'm not sure about Ichigo's Konpaku. I'm not entirely confident that it can withstand the extra days of training. I know. I'll give it 1 more day. If there's no change in his spirit energy in that time, I'll just have to take the risk.
Rukia Kuchiki, it's about the day of your execution. You see, it's been changed once again. The execution will be tomorrow.
The execution is tomorrow? But before the execution arrives, I'll make a request. I'll ask them to return Ichigo and the others safely to the world of the living. I am from the Kuchiki clan, after all. Given that, they just might honor my request. The execution is tomorrow. It came as a shock to me, of course. But strangely, I wasn't sad. It must be because of the dream I had last night. It must be because of my dream about the night that I'll never be able to forget. Lieutenant! Kyan! 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 That memory, it's one from when I'd just become a Soul Reaper. A memory of days long past. After I was adopted into the Kuchiki clan, I was given special treatment, and I was allowed to enlist in Squad 13. The other squad members almost immediately singled me out and became cold. They began to distance themselves from me, except one. The only person who made me feel like I belonged was none other than Kyan Shiba. He was Squad 13's lieutenant. He was also my immediate superior. It was an ordinary greeting, an ordinary chewing out. An ordinary relationship between superior and subordinate. But ordinary was exactly what I wanted. It's what I'd been searching for. It felt nice. Just being around him. It made me feel so comfortable. But regrettably, those ordinary pleasant days didn't last long. Soon enough, they were brought to a very abrupt end. It all started when a hollow recon mission went awry. We'd received the dreadful and unexpected news that Kyan's wife, Miyako, had tragically been slain by an enemy hollow. Kyan volunteered for the combat squad to go after the hollow that had killed his wife. Captain Ukitage and I both joined him. We made our way to the Mystery Hollow's nest.
Captain, please, sir, let me go alone.
Even now, I remain full of questions about that day. Why didn't I try to stop him?
Apologies, chat. I didn't even...
Him. Why didn't I try to do more? Our foe's capabilities were unknown. But Captain Ukitage didn't stop Kyan. We knew it was extremely dangerous right from the start.
Listen, and remember this well.
We're just gonna skip that, because that went weird.
I'm pathetic. I don't...
Thank you, Yukiya. Alright guys, so we are gonna be back. I gotta go talk to a friend and...
Byakuya! We have a problem. Rukia's executioners...
I know. The Hell Butterfly.
What?
The execution is tomorrow. If that don't bother me...
Why, you're heartless. Doesn't it mean anything to you?
Get a hold of yourself. Once you've allowed one of your people to die, frankly, in any case, she's a member of my family. It really has nothing to do with you. It's please don't do any...
What would you have done differently in this situation? Would you have attacked Byakuya and kicked him a few times, perhaps? The lone captain making a fuss won't do anything to sway the tribunal. So instead, would you have been so bold as to actually attempt to save Rukia? No. Most likely, he wouldn't have done either of those things. It seems to me that isn't that right, Kaya?
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we have 3 ways of doing this, so... Renji... We have... Renji. Okay, so this is the actual Renji. And Kenpachi... We play as Kenpachi. Oh, good lord. We have Kenpachi, Renji, and then Ichigo. So, I think I am going to turn the music off. So, yeah, I have to go talk to a friend of mine. And then go probably nab like a snack or two. So we will be back. Don't get me wrong. We will be back. I have to go take care of a few things for moving into my apartment. So we might play Repo here later. So I don't know what they want to do yet. So it's already 10 over there too. So alright guys, yeah, we will be back. Alright, y'all, we are back. I'm gonna take a minute because I gotta go through some paperwork, sign a few things, so we'll bring back the stream here once I'm done with everything. So,